Hello. My name is Mimi, and this is the story of my life. I started my life in the ghettos of Puerto Rico. Growing up there, the people were mean, and cookies were hard to come by. The things I had to do in order to survive were unspeakable. It was a dog-eat-dog way of life. In my early teens, I wound up getting pregnant. I had no idea how I was going to support a litter of puppies, but then one day, a strange thing happened. Some people found me and my puppies, and they dog-napped us. They took us away to a strange place and I was so scared. When we got to this place, I was shaking and I was growling at these people. I thought they were going to kill me. They quickly put me to sleep. When I awoke, I was very confused. My puppies were gone, and there was a pain in my stomach. I never saw my children after that day. The next thing I knew, I was being loaded onto a giant silver bird, and then sent away. I was glad to leave the scary people. After a while, the bird stopped and the door opened, and then there were more scary people. They took me away to yet another strange place. When I looked outside, I could tell I was in a new world. Everything looked different, especially the dogs. They all had a human attached to them. People seemed to like dogs here. Almost everyone I met wanted to give me cookies. This was very strange, but I didn't complain. The first house I was put in, I was very skeptical. The woman I was staying with seemed nice, but I didn't want to trust her, though she did give me cookies. Next, I went to live with a nice older man named George. While living with George, we became best friends. I didn't think it was possible. Humans and dogs, best friends. I would speak, and he would give me cookies. It was a wonderful relationship. I didn't think it would have ever ended. But one day, it did. George went away, and I was very sad. His daughter couldn't take me, so she put me in jail. It was an awful experience. Dogs would bark at me, and the people were so scary. 3 times a day they'd drag me by my neck with a big stick, and make me poop, right in front of them. I hated it there. Jail wasn't all bad. There was one person I met that I really started to like. Her name was Ashley. Ashley would give me cookies, and sit with me until I wasn't afraid no more. We became good friends. One day, I overheard some people talking. They were saying how no one was going to get me out of prison, and that they were going to put me down. I didn't know what that meant, but I knew I didn't like it. The following day, Ashley came into my pen. Even though she was my friend, I thought this was it. I followed her outside, and I knew there was something different happening. She took me to a car, and opened the door. I wondered if maybe we were going to see George. I immediately jumped in, and we were off. We drove to a place I'd never been before. It wasn't a bad place. It even had cookies. There, I met another dog. Her name was Molly. She was a bit of a grouch, but I like her anyway. There were also other people who seemed strange at first, but they weren't bad ones. I got to know them. I liked this new place, but I couldn't stay there very long before Ashley took me back to jail. Over the next couple of weeks, I was a frequent visitor to Ashley's house. Molly and I became friends, and so did everyone else in the house. But then one day, I found myself living with Ashley permanently. I was so glad I didn't have to go back to jail. It's been 5 years since Ashley and I met, and I'm proud to call her my mum. We've moved to a new home with new friends. Recently, I've gotten a new brother and sister. My sister is a grandma named Chispa. She's old and doesn't bother me much, but I like to get her ears. My brother is a giant idiot. He used to be smaller than me, but now I can walk underneath him. They are both white dogs. There's a toot that I don't like, and when I see her in my room, I get mad. I sometimes have a Mimi freak out when there's thunder, but Mom puts on my shirt, and then I'm alright. I put on a bit of weight since I moved into the country. My mom says I'm a stink.